It's game time!
Amy Rose is here!
Cyberpunks like to express their state of mind wherever and however possible, for instance in their dress. Designers already have lines of jewelry for cyberpunks. Where high-tech meets high society, female cyberpunks may be able to afford these dresses, which are made of computer chips and are quite costly. Witness the tech tarts in their chip couture, seemingly at every important high-tech function. Mind machines are another phenomenon which evolved from cyberpunk culture. These machines directly manipulate the brain's EEG signature by the imposition of brain-friendly wavelengths. Repeated use is alleged to make the user permanently smarter, calmer, and more alert. Some say this is nothing so much as electronic drugs, but if so, then a drug suitable for the recreational tripper and stressed-out corporate manager alike. Simple versions of these mind machines have become a popular cyberpunk party favor. Learn to make friends, influence people, pick up girls.
You slip them on, close your eyes, and then we'll raise the intensity here and see. If I recall, I would say your sensitivity was about an 8. So, if you can describe any sensation that you're perceiving, are you getting anything? I know, it's really light in here, it's hard. But I'm bringing up the intensity, and we're operating now at about 12 hertz. So what we're doing is electronically stimulating the phosphenes in the retina of the eye by using electronic currents to affect a neural message originating at some point in the retina. We're not really sure where exactly at this time, whether it's in the rods or the cones, the bipolar cells, the glia, or in specific neural fibers themselves.
what you found?
Sure.
Wow, is that the first plane the Wright brothers flew?
Yup, they called her the Kitty Hawk.
So that means we could visit most any museum in the world without even leaving home?
Not just museums, you can go anywhere on the net and access resources from around the corner or to the most remote regions of the world.
Now that's amazing.
So where else can we go?
Want to write a letter to President Clinton?
Would he answer us?
I bet he would.
Let's tell him how much we love the internet and that he should try to get more computers for our schools.
But how do we even look up the White House?
You type www.whitehouse.gov.
It looks just like it does in our history books, only it seems more real, like we're there.
Is this like sending email?
It is sending email.
Dear Mr. President, my name is Peter and my sister is Dasha. Our friends Lisa and Andrew came over today. Sincerely, Andrew, Lisa, Peter, and Dasha.
Wow, that's really neat, but how can we get the internet on our computer at home?
Confused about who has the lowest long-distance rates? Remember one simple thing. Sprint Plus always costs less. No matter which AT&T Reach Out America plan you have, no matter when you call. And right now, Sprint Plus comes with 1 free month of the best-sounding long distance. Just call 1-800-877-4000 and we'll switch you for free. Sprint Plus. It's all you need to know about saving on long distance.
It goes faster, a quarter's easier, and it only costs $1. Trust me. Joey Zuzu is alive.
He always had a credibility problem.
Mommy!
But now, Joe's getting even with the all-new Impulse. Its 16-valve engine is faster. Its Lotus-tuned suspension does corner easier. And the price?
Jimmy, Bobby, na 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 na.
This used to be me, can you believe it? I want you to see the overweight me that I used to be. I'm Mel Torme, and I lost 35 pounds in 8 months, thanks to Ultra Slim Fast. The plan is easy. Just have 2 chocolate shakes daily and a well-balanced dinner. I tell you, Ultra Slim Fast Chocolate Royale is a weight loser's delight and a chocolate lover's dream. Sidoobity, I kinda like the new me.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
Wednesday.
Hugh Hefner.
Mike's role model?
A very successful man who wears pajamas around the clock. That's the future.
Growing pains. Then Eric falls for Charlie's girl.
Her sign says occupied. The sign I got was open for business.
Head of the class, Wednesday.
The construction system born out of steel. Steel Tech. Get a grip on the power wrench. Because no matter how fast, no matter how massive, Steel Tech is the beginning of creation.
Okay, but let Daddy read the instructions first.
You do that, Dad. How simple can you get?
Really?
Dad ought to do it.
Ready, set, go. 9 buttons make it easy for kids to program. 64 commands make it all kinds of fun. Ready, set, go.
Oops.
Unlike most kids, it always does what it's told.
Ready to give it a whirl, son?
New from Buddy Elves.
All right. The time has come.
Thursday night,
the aforementioned hour has arrived. Sorry it took so long to start. It took so long to start because I hold my PS4 Pro over here. And like an idiot, I assumed if I just plugged it in, it would work. So, that's what I get when I don't do stream setup like a professional stream man. But you will now get all of the frames a PlayStation 4 Pro can spit out in the crisp 1080p high middling bitrate but pretty good compression version of my my setup here. So play God of War. I'm on hard, which means I'm gonna die a lot, which means I expect chat at every moment. You will mercilessly mock my performance. You shower quick. It was a pretty slow shower. Had some setup to do, had to walk around, had to get my cup of water, had to get my my whiskey. Said I wasn't going to drink anything, and then I was like, nah, actually, I am. Come into camps or top left so you can see the meters. That is a great suggestion. Let me do that. Not as easy as it used to be. Situation's a little more complicated now, but not untenable. You like my shirt? Thank you. When one has to protect one's brand. Wait, is there anything in the lower right? There is. Arrows. I feel like top left is weird because I guess I'm going to be looking like that way. Doesn't make more sense for me to be up here. Because now I'm kind of looking at the game. I'm probably going to be a little off-center, but... Oh, yeah, Jacob. No, I did hear the big news. The member of the 4chan army was a self-declared incel. He took revenge. Now you'll all get laid. I don't know what the end game there is, man. Fuck. Some dudes just fall so far into their, like... Actually, I think the frame rate is actually quite a bit higher. PS4 Pro. Because it's a pretty, like, mid-20s on normal PS4, right? This looks pretty buttery. It's a psychedelic cactus. I hope he rots. He will. Put it above the health bar. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, so here's buttery smooth PlayStation 4 Pro gameplay. I'm in Alfheim, I believe is the name of it. You guys gonna talk about the Venom movie? I mean, maybe it comes up on Filmhouse, maybe. Thought you didn't have a Pro? I do. I just don't have it over at my streaming setup. I have a fucking... I live a blessed life, right? I have consoles in my living room. That's where all the big shit is. And then just sort of the hand-me-downs are over here. So if I want to play something, I don't have to move hardware over. But for the sake of the stream, I was like, you know what, whatever. This game is so pretty, it deserves to be shown in the... Oh, Christ. In the best way possible. Sorry, NB. I did see that you subbed. I'll play a song for you momentarily. Just have to make sure I don't get my ass kicked. Whoa! Shit! where's that other asshole? There you are. So I do. This is a good game. Thank you, Edby. Love this game, but it took a while to get going. I'll give you that. The intro is pretty slow. It takes a while to introduce all the... How do you lose so much life just off the top like that? It did take a while to introduce all the... Alright, didn't quite get there. All the mechanics? I don't know. I thought the beginning was cinematic enough to hold my interest. But yeah, once the mechanics started rolling out, it became extremely impressive. This is such a beautiful game. You're damn right it is. Hold up, let me chop these things up and then I'll play a song.
Finally! I'll light the crystal if you find me an angle.
What's a voluntary, involuntary celibate?
Let us make our way back up.
You know, Man Mountain, I think the term is redundant because I'm going to throw it out there. All incels are voluntarily incelibate. I think it's pretty... I'm gonna throw this out there, and if you're a suffering incel, please heed my words. There are things you can do to be fuckable. You just refuse to do them. So don't tell yourself that the universe is preventing you from getting laid, because that's on you. There are compromises with society you tell yourself you're unwilling to make, that you shouldn't have to make. Why should I have to be pretend to be a Chad? Why can't I just get laid like I am? Nobody gets anything for being exactly like they are. We all have to try. And if you're not fucking trying, you're not going to get laid. Alright? And don't fucking run people over either. Not an acceptable solution. You think people just do it naturally? Dang. I'm so glad I just tuned in. Yeah. Shit's mean, yeah. Take a shower. Take a shower. That's not hard to do. It actually feels pretty good. That's a good first step. There are many others, too. As someone who was kind of in this mindset for a while, it frustrates me because looking back on my life, I had a lot of friends that really genuinely tried to, like, help. And they were very, like, smart about it. It was on me, man. It was all on me. Came in during a weird conversation. It didn't take me long to sort of pop off about something stupid. I guess, no, this isn't stupid. This is important. I feel about this stuff. But I've got a sub-hype to play, and Batoon dropped some money on me, so I'm going to drop some beats on him, or her, Guardian Angel. Thank you for the resub. Does he know what Atreus is? Eh? No. I don't have any spoilers or nothing. Please, if that's what you're hinting at, please, 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 do not be a mean person. Alright. Thanks for the money. Here's some music. So I saw a few questions. Sam58, playing Overwatch, free time anymore? I played Retribution a handful of times. Beat it on Expert, not Legendary. At least I think those are the difficulties. The second to hardest one. Did that with Steph. That was actually really fun. I missed out on this season of comp, though. Thanks for the resub. You're in LA. What song was that? That was... Make sure I get it right here. Nordschleife by Jacques Green. So, let me actually, to help you out here, I can paste this in the chat. So, if nothing else, you can get the name out of that, but that's also a direct link to it. I agree, Lawrence. It might be unfair that people want to change and not accept you just as you are, but that's not how life works. You have to play the game. You can just ignore the game's terms. That won't solve anything. Yes, and also Mean Mr. Walrus, I think you also hit on another thing, which is people often say I shouldn't have to change who I am. You can change things, you can change offensive things about yourself and still be yourself. Something that I got stuck up on a lot, and I think this might be part of the poisonous thinking, is that I've been told that I shouldn't have to be fake. Why should I have to be fake? I should be myself. And then all the movies and TV shows and self-esteem boosting things I heard said that that'll make me happiest, and that'll mean I'll get the person that I'm supposed to be with. I won't be lonely. But if being yourself means you do a lot of fucking annoying shit, no one's gonna want to be around you. And there's nothing wrong with changing a behavior pattern to not offend people. So as a millennial, you're telling an anecdote. Oh yeah, an awful millennial says he used to know an incel who said I faked liking the movie Ghostbusters and gave me a whole damn quiz about the movie to prove I was a fan. Yeah, that's not cool. And I think people that do that tell themselves that doing that is being true to themselves. They're like, oh, that's just how I express my fandom, and my love of this property is so severe that that's just how I act, and I shouldn't have to suppress that. That's love. That's my expression of love. Fine, but your expression of love sucks. Katie, yeah, you said don't be fake, just be better. Yes, it's possible to love something and not make somebody else feel shitty because of your behavior. But then the really hardcore dudes say, well, why don't I just change people? That's really where it goes. Everything routes people around accepting ownership of consequence. What if I just change the rules of society to make my thing okay all the time? And then call it freedom of speech. Yeah. What the hell did I just join in on? Sorry, I'm getting all worked up. You know how it is. How to get up there, huh? What's with the tinnitus audio? That might be the PlayStation 4 fan. It gets a little high, pitched. I guess I got to run all the way back. Can I even run all the way back? We missed funny incel chat and went to serious incel chat. Yeah, I mean, it's always funny incel chat, and then people died, so it's my right to be an unbearable prick. I mean, some people have the self-awareness to unironically say that, but that's typically what people mean. Shit. Damn it. God, they're so good at surrounding you. Jesus. Oh, that's a summoner. I gotta take his ass out. Shit. Fuck. The axe away, Kratos. God damn it. That's one thing I wish, is that I knew when Kratos can switch weapons. It doesn't seem too obvious. And boy, would it be great to like be able to buffer that. But there's a lot of times where I've hit right on the D-pad and Kratos just keeps his axe out. Which... No, go around the people, Kratos. Whew. Oh shit! Captain Jack Sparrow! Thank you for the sub. Light arrow skills. Oh? You captured my interest. Oh, I've already upgraded them. Hold up, I got another sub-hype to play. Perfect Irony says, I'm so overly self-aware that I forget some others don't constantly monitor themselves. So, yeah. I think everybody monitors themselves, but I think people come to different conclusions about where they set the boundary. versus policing self versus allowing others to deal or incorporate that stuff. There's definitely a lot of people that feel like no one should have a problem with it. And because they have a problem with it, they're going to continue making them have a problem with it, right? It's weird how the harassment becomes the reason for the harassment. It is bully. It is just kind of bully tactics. You throw out a lot of shit, and if somebody reacts to it, then you pick on them. And you tell yourself you're trying to help them by picking on them. You're like, well, I'm trying to make you stronger. You shouldn't be allowed to sit back here. Freedom of thought, no safe space. It's just all this shit, man. It's exactly the same. Doesn't change. The bully never thinks they're a bully. Ain't that the way? All right, I got a pretty jamming track here. I think this mindset is made worse by the internet. Makes it easier for you to find an echo chamber that validates your shitty mindset. Yes, but you know, good people find people, like-minded people as well. I do think that yes, if certain people had to endure severe social ostracization, I think those people might eventually come around to like, okay, fuck it, fine. I'm willing to like comb my hair to get a date. They'd be willing to make that compromise versus going online and finding a bunch of dudes. No, fuck them. Why should we have to comb our hair? And they blame it on, I don't know. It's scapegoating. You find a convenient story that excuses you from guilt or responsibility. But you can't excuse these grooves. So I'm going to play a song. Thank you for the sub, Jack Sparrow. Track's called Do It All Night. Appropriate name for an appropriate song. By Best Track. So Bestrack. All one word. So your man Matt, you were talking about, I could see the whole incel thing becoming a mental health epidemic in a few years. I think that's already the NEET culture in Japan. Except it's kind of different. Like, NEET's sort of... They don't seem to blame anyone for their lot in life. There does seem to be an element of ownership or responsibility there, just from what I've gathered, you know. There might be some like spiteful people, but they haven't formed a movement, and the movement doesn't say it's the world's responsibility to adopt our view set, or it's the world's responsibility to cater our needs. They don't say, like, we intend to change society and culture to match us. Instead, it's just like, I wish I could get a job, but I can't go outside. Or, this anime just too good. God, I love that shit so fucking much. Although, that's the other thing that sucks, man. When block is just not available because you were, like, in a weapon changing animation or something. But I do love the death animations. That is such a fun way to end combat. It is a little lame, like James was talking about it. How it is, it's a bit disappointing that Huh. White arcing attack, frost damage. I need AoE stuff. This is a really good move, but increasing number of rotation holding on as a small round effect. Oh, that's next level. Okay, strike of the guard. Lower cooldown, line. Yeah, I'll go with it. I'll give it the old heave-ho. Lots of self-hate in Japan, and neat is a wider spectrum. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess we are sort of talking about a lot of different things here. Although I guess, yeah, incel is pretty narrow, but incel has like breed over with MRA, has bleed over with neoconservatism and alt left and all that shit. So amusingly, there's a spectrum of shitty internet person nowadays. I guess there always kind of was. There were different kinds of trolls. So hold on a minute. That's weird. No matter which stance you're in, if you have axe out or not, you can hit L1 for guard. But I swear it feels like I've done that in the past and the shield hasn't come out because I was like in the wrong stance or something. Maybe I was just in the middle of a, I don't know, in the middle of another animation. The angrier someone gets, no matter what they're angry at, the more politically polarized they get. You know, Sharkman, I never thought about it that way, but I can't disagree. And it kind of makes sense, you know? The more passionate, I guess, you are about any topic, the more involved I think you would be with the reality of that topic and the potential ways in our system to change or alter that. That sounds like a really dumb thing to say, but what college did I attend? University of Texas at Dallas. That's what those do. Oh. How timely it is to have a discussion about anger while playing God of War. So that's the interesting thing, right? Kratos just came to represent rage, which didn't seem accurate because he's the god of war. And war isn't really just blindly killing people. That's part of it. But I like his... Man, the way he talks in this game to me is much more about war. It's much more... He's much more the embodiment of war. He fucks shit up if it's in his way. Like, he will destroy whatever he needs to get to his goal, and he doesn't care about anything else. So that stuff's kind of interesting. Also, like, there's that aspect of he's trying to prepare his kid to live in this world. A lot of people go to war to create a future for their kids. Create a world that they can live in. So I guess this is kind of the opposite of that, though. He's trying to prepare his kid for the world, not change the world for his kid. Still, it's interesting stuff to think about. It's also just, man, this is so much... Like, this Kratos is such a more interesting character than previous God of War Kratoses. Kratos from God of War 1 was... There was something to him, but then he just turned into a cartoon character. What about UTD? I can see it from my house. That is where I got my degree. No one ever changes their minds in a shouting match. Got to extend an olive branch. Ben,
Oh, look. The blue that's not a door.
And a sand bowl.
But how do you expect me to reach it?
I agree in part. I think there are also some people who don't deserve an olive branch. Not that they deserve to be punished, but they're not... When somebody's not going to accept an olive branch in good faith, there are people out there that are going to use kindness to get what they want. There are abusers in the world, and they don't stop being abusers because you're nice to them. They take advantage of you. So, a lot of people, well, not a lot, I guess. I've heard people say, "Oh, you can't like be mean to them; it'll just make it worse." And it's not a really question of being mean, but I do think it's okay to write certain things off completely. To just be like, you know what? No. If you want to sit at the adults' table, there's a few things you got to understand. It's kind of like if you want to go on a date, comb your fucking hair. If you want to have a civil discussion, we're going to have some requirements. And one of them is that you can't be coming from a place of prejudice, or even no matter how like intelligent and rational you're trying to present this argument, if it at its core is about prejudice, it does not belong in polite company. So
Maybe
good day,
instead
sir.
of looting a sacred temple, we could just get out of here.
If I want your opinion, boy, I will ask for it.
Ah, those are the interactions that remind me of my youth. Not really. My dad wasn't that stern. He was just mostly unaware of his own emotions, which was kind of a weird thing. That's the other thing I've noticed. That's another dude thing. Telling yourself you have no emotions, that you've mastered them, which really just lets them control you. Nah. What do you think about people who dismiss superhero movies because they're unrealistic and silly, but praise classic fantasy, Greek, Roman, Norse mythology, Lord of the Rings, or something? Aren't they the same thing at the base level? Aren't superheroes just modern folklore? Or am I an idiot? No, Mr. Walrus, I think that's exactly right. We write our own mythology, and we're in the process of doing it. Yeah, man. The Iliad is just the Avengers. It's a bunch of superheroes fighting. People have loved that for years, turns out. That's what every religion is. Maybe not every religion. A chunk of them. But yes, I think if you discount modern myth just because it's modern, that's a little pretentious. Maybe it hasn't stood the test of time. I mean, that's fair. Hey, you want to hear a funny nice guy story? Always. Always. Just finished your episode of Always Open and had a desire to listen to you speak openly and freely. Lo and behold, you're streaming. I appreciate your insight on things. Well, thank you, Sniping Waffles. You know, a lot of dudes, and maybe this is, well, I know this is part of the problem. A lot of dudes like to take a very logical approach to morality issues. I honestly just do the same thing. I just think I worked on my rule set a little longer. I didn't expect that to work. There's a third lantern around here somewheres, and I want that upgrade. Because I'm pretty sure I'm 2 out of 3 in a lot of upgrades right now, so there's going to be something good in there. I think I almost have more health, which I really, really, really could use. Me and my dad are both like that. Don't really like each other, but don't like showing emotion around one another. Yeah. That's when it gets weird, because it's not your responsibility to oh, there it is. It's not your responsibility to change the tone of the relationship. So it's when it gets weird. Like, somebody has to make themselves vulnerable first to change any of that. And if sometimes it's annoying just always being the bigger person. Damn it. That's not fast enough. Yeah. So let me see here. I can't hit it because I can't. There's a hole there though. Can I hit it from this side maybe? Okay, here's a sweet story. One nice guy I know said he's always the same annoying personality because he doesn't ever want to change his personality because he knew someone with diabetes and he didn't like the way they acted when they had low blood sugar. I'm trying to process that. I'm trying to figure out the emotional, like, I'm trying to relate to it. So, excuse me. So I can hit that. So he knew someone who got very irate. Damn it, that wasn't what I wanted. When they had low blood sugar. And to him, that represented... Maybe it represented that tampering with your natural chemistry. When you take the limiters off like that. Maybe this is how he's thinking about it. Like, oh, if I start messing around with that stuff, I'll be even more of a jerk. So I might as well cut my losses. That may be what he's going for. I don't know. I was in the middle of trying to solve a very complicated God puzzle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw a Reddit post about this, saying that this was an homage to Bioshock. I can kind of see it. Hold on. Some of these runes for chests are annoying to look for, but I refuse to Google it. Good. Be a man, Ben. As a woman, I just cry all day. I wake up sobbing, go to bed sobbing. You know, just girl things. Yeah. You cry while doodling butterflies in your journal. Either crying or plotting with the female Illuminati about how you're going to deprive all men of sex.
Anytime you're ready.
Because you just enjoy the thrill.
What does this mean?
Seed.
Remember the shape.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Greatest man or tallest tree begins as any more than me. Yeah, it's seed. Stupid rails. So.
Smart boy. Man. So I don't... Oh, okay, sorry. Butterflies are for the diary. Horses are for the journal god. Oh, the riddle's being totally mocked. Yeah. Oh, shit! Elves! Fuck! God, imagine you go to work or school tomorrow, you open the door and there's just some fucking elves. They just kind of float on past you. They're so magical. Those dark elves are gonna get up in and stab them all. How did Kratos end up in Norse mythos? They haven't really spoken on that yet. I'm kind of okay with them not. Kind of okay with them just leaving that one wide open. I don't really need an explanation. Light elves seem nice. Aw. I do really like that the journal posts are from the perspective of Atreus. Does have more than, like, at least there's someone in this game that Kratos probably won't kill. Although, how tragic.
Great. The one with the horns is back. What does he want now? I hate that guy.
He will be back.
Oh yeah, I guess I haven't had a boss fight, really, to end this sequence. I was curious if they were going to let me go. Oh, look at all the little elves floating. What's up, little guys? How you doing? Also, Kratos has some pretty good tit lighting right now. Nice. That is a sharp areola, my man. Well defined, not too big, not too small. They got... Wait. They got the areola bumps. Dive in there. They got the bumps. Video games will never be better, because now we got areola bumps. I've been waiting for a decade. I knew that time. I knew the time would come eventually. Who knew it'd be God of War? Who knew? Actually, I think Witcher might have had titty bumps. Whatever. What's up, Morgan? Yeah, normal maps. They do a pretty good job normal mapping the skin in this game. Like, normal maps tend to make things look like plaster, but they soften it out pretty good. He does look a little plasticky right now, but a lot of the lighting on Kratos' skin sounds a little gay. You know what, I'm alright with it. A lot of the lighting on Kratos' skin is fucking A+, mathematically speaking.
Oh no, the boat isn't here.
How droopy is that nip?
The other side of the lake.
It's not that bad. It's not pointing down.
The lift.
We really gotta go back down here again?
Do you see any other way?
No.
Ben?
Can't twist their nips. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have, like, eraser porno nips. There's one thing I do love. It's when, There's like yaoi, and the dudes have like girly nipples. That's pretty common actually in yaoi. They give a lot of dudes more feminine abdomens. That's pretty common. Give them a long, elongated torso. But I do love those eraser nips on men. Just plucky, juicy little nipples. Whoa. Can I see that? Ah! Alright. Yeah, it was just women incels writing it. Writing it now. Yeah. That's the other thing that frustrates me. Dudes think that not getting fucked is they're the only ones who don't get fucked.
No.
Women could just go out and get fucked whenever. No, man. There are a lot of ladies that would probably like to get laid too. But they're at home drawing like ripped squirrels because they need to pay rent. Oh no, but you don't acknowledge them, do you? You want the anime girls. Why should you have to settle for somebody who doesn't work out even though you never go outside? Never. So hold up. Stephanie's home. I'm gonna go say hi. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, honky Satchmo. Nobody fucking. It's sad. But for the fact that those two people probably couldn't stand one another, it does seem awfully like an awfully convenient solution if incels of both genders could just get together and have it out. Or same genders, hey man, whatever. There's always a hole. Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
The Magic and the Knicks, this Thursday at 8 Eastern on TBS.
Welcome back to Cybermania 94. Amazing achievements have been made in the field of gaming this year. The arrival of CD-ROMs and CDIs on other platforms.
Hello! So let me jump into the game. You notice that Mario's standing in this huge field outside of a big castle. Now if I take the control stick and I just move it a little bit, you notice that Mario start to tiptoe. I move a little bit farther, Mario start this kind of slow walk. Crank it and he goes full out sprint. Whip it in circles. Full 360-degree control.
360.
And I'm gonna cruise up into this castle, because that's where most of the levels are.
Go, little man, go. Whee. What kind of skills do you have, little man?
Now that I'm inside of the castle, before I go show you a level, I'd like to show you some of the cool things that Mario can do. And I'm sure you've seen traditional Mario games. You know that Mario can do things like climb and jump on enemies, but now Mario's got some stunts.
Check out Mario, man, doing those backflips.
I push the Z and then push jump. Whee. Mario does a layout double backflip.
Awesome.
If I like run along, push Z, jump, whoa, Mario jumps a mile.
Oh, look at that. Did you see him climb?
I can get Mario to do things climbing trees. I can get Mario to do things by hanging on ledges. I can do a ton of stuff with Mario.
Oh, did you see that? Yo, you see the way he went to that door? No kidding. Here we go!
Control stick is cool. It actually allows full 360-degree control. Okay, so I'm gonna cruise along here and jump into this picture. Oops.
Hey, how'd you do that?
Actually, it was pretty hard. We had a bunch of R&D guys with busted heads. This level's kind of cool because there's swimming levels in the game, there's snow levels, there's other stuff. This level actually involves swimming as well as kind of some traditional platform stuff. However, now it's all happening in a 3D world.
That's awesome. That was smooth.
There's one other cool area I'd like to show you in the game before we move on to the other products. And that's Bowser. Now, I'm not going to go all the way through this level, but I just want to show you some of the cool things you can do in here.
Give him a toss, man. He ain't nothing.
Anyway, I think I could go on for about the next 20 hours telling you about Mario 64, but I think it's time we move on to Armand, who's going to show you Pilot Wings.
Alright, whatever. You guys are already sold on the game. Who doesn't want a little creamed corn? God, this game's pretty. No. Damn it. Looks like shit PC. Why are you sparkling? Everything's sparkling. What? Sometimes at my school they have a free the nipple person protesting without a shirt on. I have to look. Wait, is the idea to desexualize nipples? I mean, how does that protest work? Is the idea if somebody looks at your tit, you're like, no, don't look at it that way. It's just a body part. It's like a thumb. You wouldn't look at my thumb, would you? Like, is it just some lady lecturing a bunch of dudes who are staring at her boobs? Seems like that's how it would go. Hey, Slapface. I'll go back. Ah, damn it. What do you think of YouTube Remix replacing Google Play? Isn't that like a rumor? But true answer is I don't know. If it doesn't have a way to listen to music like a, I guess, old human being, if I can't listen to an album, that's gonna be dumb. But it does seem like there is a lot of redundancy in Google now. The way that people consume music. There's been some token efforts to unify YouTube and Google Play. I thought it was enough. I think it's probably fine to cater to people that want to see music videos here and there.
Great, now I can barely see.
Or music videos in a batch. And then a service for people who kind of like music a little on a different level. That maybe don't just consume, not that this is a bad thing, but do a lot more than consume pop music videos. What the fuck? What's going on? Shit. Shit. Fuck. Oh shit. Whew.
Hold the light up so I can see where I'm shooting.
Use your ears. Adapt.
I am.
I gotta admit, one of my favorite things of seeing a new enemy type is getting a like fist stun on it and then seeing the animation. That's awesome. Can use YouTube playlists or at least import them into Google Play. Cool if you don't know. I don't know. I know that that's a good idea. I know that Google Play search will bring up YouTube results and you can play them inside Google Play. Well, I mean, it opens an embed, but whatever.
Get across without a crystal?
That's a good question.
The crystal.
I've never tried that. The only playlists I made were in Google Play. So. I guess that would mean it has to play all YouTube videos. Like maybe just the audio? That could work. You read journal entries? Yeah, I like them. They're from the perspective of Atreus, so there's like...
There's a room just over there.
There's Nice. Are you even talking like that to your father? Shit. There's more than one. What the fuck? Interesting. Kratos. Drop a boy on him. Ooh, he didn't like that, did he? Where the hell? Do you know anything about Starfield? I do not. I don't know anything about Starfield. Not a band? The rebellious phase. There's tools which will convert between music platforms. Oh, okay. Useful. Alright, I guess I'll just go over here for now. I think Steph's on the phone. Let's see here. What's up, boy? Look up. Yeah, I'll look up when I'm good and ready. Probably up there, though. Yeah. Pretend like I wouldn't. I'd figure it out. Not gonna be hitting me with all them spoilers. Kratos! Fuck. So good. Yes, hydration bot, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Let me take a big ol' sip of water. Ah, how safe. How do you make a bot? You know, I don't know that I would be able to quickly describe that process. Yes, I could say, hey, there's websites for it. Gotta make sure I get all them goodies. Gotta make sure I get all them pick-upables. I do like the idea of,
Sure you can handle carrying that? Don't want you to be lagging behind when we get attacked.
Remain alert and quiet.
Watch someone play this on an easier difficulty and this area was not dark. The player didn't have the light you have. That's interesting because Atreus was talking about it specifically. He said it's dark and can you hold the light up? Is there even dialogue for different... Really? That seems like maybe there's another area of the game that looks similar to this. I mean, that's really cool if so, but I would not expect that. Shit. I'm trying to practice my parry timing. That wasn't it. Alright. And goodbye. God, that feels real good. Also, I realized the heal is actually not good at all. It doesn't give you fucking any health. Oh, I should use that one. Wait, where did I had to drop it. Right. Here she is. It was open and late before? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because the ceiling closed. Maybe that's part of it. The witch is blind when they hit you? They do, but it doesn't look like this.
Shoot.
I know how it works.
It's like the darkness is a lot more closed in. If that makes sense. I don't know if those doors are open or not, and I really want to kill this thing. Man, that's wild. I don't see anything around here. Seems like such a small area, too. Huh. curiouser and curiouser. I heard that too. The only reason I say this is because the puzzle in the room you were in is also the area I saw them play. Oh. I don't know. I think so, Keeper. I still don't support bitch plants unless they are Venus flytraps, which are metal as fuck. That's true. Venus flytraps are
We can use the same sand bowl that brought us down the first time.
fucking goddamn real. I really want that treasure chest, though. I'm afraid to go forward. It's actually very important that I get that treasure. I kind of need that treasure. Booyah. I gotta say booyah every time. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look around a little, just one more time. What was that? I may be wrong since someone just mentioned the ceiling closed. Yeah, I did. Oh, right. I've already hit that one. Yeah, when you go through here before, the ceiling's open, so it's a lot brighter. This is weird. It doesn't look like there's an area below. Really any... Oh. It's just here. Let's see if I can run around this way. What do we got here? Is it around that wall? I'm trying to remember. Ah! This map is useless! I guess they don't have 3D maps or anything like that. Metroid Prime stuff. I don't really know what I hope to accomplish out here. I don't think this is, this isn't right at all, but I did find this. For some reason. Well, that was useful, I guess. If you want a hint, let me know. I don't. But I appreciate the offer. I'm just taking one last canvas. I'm not going to go insane about it, even though even as I say that, I'm realizing I'm probably going to go insane about it. It's a good test of the engine's ability to load textures. Sprinting through everything. Alright, let's just poke around a little bit. Missed. You can usually track the... Can't you usually track the tendrils coming out of it visually to see where the... all the little pimples are? Let's see here. It's just kind of going into the wall, sort of looks like. Huh. So there's this other one. This thick boy on the side here. This real veiny boy. Huh. It really doesn't look like there's anything else around. Just kind of looks like that one thing. It goes into this platform and... yeah, all I can figure is that I'm going to find a platform or come out somewhere else. And that'll give me a different perspective, and I can see a ball or something. Another tumor. Get on here. Thank you, Psych Out. Psych Out 311. You should shake you, treater. Ah! Alright. Feel like I'm making progress here, but actually I think I'm not, because I don't see anything else. Is that the... It's not the same one, is it? It's gotta be a different one. Yeah. Now this is interesting. I have to hit those two in, like, very quick succession. Can Atreus shoot this? This reminds you of Halo? I could see why. It's like a big, empty, sort of ancient thing with a greenery around. It's kind of solemn and lonely. Alright. Is there a way to get out there? Huh. And that's under this. So there's like almost no other way I could... God, that comes back. Regrows so quickly. Can't even hit it. Fucking wisest life advice I've ever been given was keeping a bag of gyoza in the freezer so you can just steam a few and have them for lunch when you're truly Siebes? Keebs? That is really good life advice, though. Can't even say no to that. This feels like an ability I don't have. Like, some sort of battering shit where you can throw it and aim it in the air. Oh, our AI? Arhaya? What's up, Robitussin Rabbit? I got a persuasive speech coming up in my college speech class, but can't think of a good topic. Any ideas? You're just begging to be trolled, asking a question like that. Oh, thanks for the prime sub, Satchmo. Let me think.
It's what about it? No. The bigger thing is that what about it doesn't mean? Is it that he just doesn't understand what opportunity cost? But it's not so much about.
I feel like this isn't a thing I can do right now. Write a persuasive speech. Convincing me that I don't have the upgrade I need to hit these two things in one shot. Because I don't see what else there is to do. But I'll figure it out. Eventually. Once I get the Sonic Nordic Axe, the remote control module installed. Yeah, Kill Bunny, I'm glad you threw that out there. Convince everyone that being an incel is a respectable lifestyle. Do Lord's work. Help your fellow man get laid. Alright. Oh yeah, this thing. Oh, maybe if maybe I can hit it from here somehow. Not really. Bah. There's like new shit in here. There's new items and stuff. It's weird. I guess people got killed in here since we were last through this area. So there's more shit to pick up. More goodies. Yeah, there's no real reason to do that. A friend of mine did an essay, Our Video Games Art. Does that go over well? Not that I think it's a bad idea. I think it's actually a pretty good one. And the arguments are fairly logical, I think, in presenting that sort of argument. Presenting that sort of persuasion. Where do you want me to go? Oh. Uh-oh. You can do the puzzle with what you have. You don't need a magic axe. Shit. What if this is the ultimate troll of all? Because this is the one that will absolutely work. Well, I'm gonna go back. You made me do this. Let me see here. There's one under there. I can see it there. Maybe I have to turn this bridge off, and I can hit it from over here. Can you turn them off? I don't think you can. Can't even see the other one from here. I guess I don't know exactly how it's aligned. So there's one there, and then There's one down there. Yeah, that kind of seems like what I need to do. Let's see. I can't see the other one, though. It, like, doesn't draw it this far. I don't even know if I can make it there. I missed the Cyberpunk news segment on the last DC podcast. Oh, no! You don't know the hot new stuff, man. There's loads of sweet new headlines. But, you know, like, when are there not loads of sweet new headlines? Oh, did I get it? Okay, I just couldn't see the fucking thing. I was actually kind of onto it a while ago. Oh, whatever. Treasure baby. These are the ones that are just crafting materials, though. Wasn't. These are usually not, yeah. Soft steel. How's the hymns working out for you? Pretty good. I mean, you have to apparently take it for a long time to see, or I don't know. That's where it gets weird, right? They're like, it's about maintenance. So if nothing changes, everything's fine. But that also kind of sounds like what fake medicine would be. But there are clinical studies that have done like group tests, and those don't really lie. So if there's a proven and like validated benefit to it, then okay, cool. And it's as far as it going, I mean, it's a pill a day, and also just like multivitamin gummies. So I basically have candy at my desk, and I haven't tried the shampoo yet because I already have shampoo that I like. So well, that's going pretty good. I haven't noticed any unpleasant side effects. I did get a weird, I did get a headache, like a migraine on Saturday. It was like it was an ocular migraine, so the thing where my eyeballs go weird. So that's uncommon, but that does happen every 6 months, I want to say. And I was starting to think I was due in an odd way, so I don't know. I don't know. I can take that either way. That's a fairly routine thing with my body. So I don't know that I necessarily want to hang it on finasteride. I really got it. Gus says he's blasting longer ropes. Have you seen any of those results yet? Did he actually say that? That was fucking awesome. No, I'm not. I don't have sildenafil. I do not have the power of modern medicine in my dick. I was wondering about the sexual dysfunction the pills claim to have. They don't claim to have it. It's a side effect. It is a potential side effect. And it hasn't affected me. Man. Here we go. Shit, I gotta do this too? I gotta blast this rope? You'll have to forgive me if I'm defensive. I've had the luxury of enjoying a lot of people's very charged and not very accurate language on the subject. Did you say that verbatim? I don't care. That's awesome. I want Gus to have the thickest, longest ropes. Gonna have a Cyberpunk news on the next dude's soup. I mean, I can't say for sure, right? I don't make up the news. I just report it. All I can say is that there's more Cyberpunk news now than ever, and odds are pretty likely with a game in such ridiculous development as Cyberpunk, it's probable that in the near future there will be more news to talk about. It'll probably be finished, actually, by the next Dude Soup, so we'll just be playing it. Dude Soup will just be us playing Cyberpunk. Holy shit, this dude. Fuck out of here. Shit, where'd he go? So there's rocks you can drop on him? Shit, that was a bad one. Shit. The fuck? What are we dealing with here? Fuck! does a little hitch. Can't get away with that. Oh shit! Thank you. Where'd he go? Where's your dumbass? There you are. Oh shit! Damn. Shit. I got 2 mash heavy. Fuck! Oh, he got mad. How about this? Whoa! Fuck! Wow. Oh, Randy, you're playing on Give Me God of War? Yeah. I can't even imagine, dude. Hard is very hard. I've thought about doing Give Me God of War. I don't expect there's a new game plus. And I expect that Give Me God of War is probably absurd until you start getting to the upgrades. And then once you get some upgrades, you're probably a little better. But man, yeah, when you have no health upgrades and no armor at the beginning, I guess you just have to memorize. Like, you can't take a hit, really. That's probably what it's like. Shit. Shit. Okay. Shit. Can't move. That's how to do it, actually. Maybe. Shit. What are you doing? Shit.
No, that can't be.
What did it say?
That we made a grave mistake.
Whew. Spectral wolf, you say? Did I just unlock a spectral wolf in this game? God damn it. Samus Kratos seems like a glass cannon. Well, Slap, I'm playing on hard, and Yeah, it is kind of like that. I've actually been stacking attack. Because that's the playstyle I think I'm going to go for. I think that's going to give me the smoothest and most exciting run through God of War. Cool. Oh. Boy gets to summon a spectral wolf. That's pretty sweet. Where the...
I...
Let me guess. You're gonna be smug and say you told me we shouldn't get involved.
That is enough.
Can we go now?
Damn. Dunking on Kratos. Whew. Oh. Good night, Plizzy. Yeah, Digital Tears, I think you 100% did call it. I see that. You saw it coming. I mean, there's only two ways that can go, right? I guess maybe three. They're the good guys or the bad guys, or you never actually find out. Rebellious phase. Maybe that is it. Jesus. Being a little rebel teen with Kratos as a dad, that is a recipe for disaster. I felt the same way when watching this on normal. I think that's just how they made the game. Okay. That makes sense.
Do you remember the answer?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, this game would be very fun, I think, if you could just bash everything to death. Or I don't think it could last 30 hours.
Boy, what's us? Only time you want to talk to me is when you need
Do you want to tell me something?
I said, the only time you care to talk to me is when you need me to translate for you. If Mom was
If
here...
your mother was still alive, we would not be here at all. Atreus.
Forget it.
Fine.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I guess back to the... Sorry, this game's too fucking pretty. The idea that it is a bit glass cannony, even on normal difficulties. Yeah. That makes sense. That sounds like the right decision. I don't think this game would be fun if... I mean, that would make it pretty much exactly like Destiny. If you killed everything really fast and nothing ever hurt you. It's the Dynasty Warriors of first-person shooters. Oh man, they got little holograms? Little elven holograms? Oh shit, are there some... Yo, there's some items over here? Wait, where am I? I don't think I've been there before. Alright. Yo, we're gonna get some upgrades! Oh, this is God of War. You got in a QD to beat his ass for that sass. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, man. I don't miss QTEs. I didn't have a problem with them, but I don't miss them. Shit, dude. Damn, it's so dark. I wanted to see it. Couldn't even tell what the hell that was. Oh, he's not dead! Right. Oh yeah, this thing. What the fuck? Oh. Damn it. I went right back to the dark cave to do that. Hey! God damn it. Shit. I wanna see it out here. God damn it. Jesus Christ, Kratos. God damn. I don't miss QTEs or child abuse either. Just saying, old Kratos wouldn't have said fine. Oh, he did it. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, digital. Oh, yeah. You had a QTE to... Yes. Sorry, I completely misinterpreted what you said. I agree. There'd be a kid slapping minigame. And like every time you slap him, some girl's boobs would jiggle in the background. I actually don't know if dudes would like that. I bet dudes would actually hate that. You'd focus tests with like a bunch of angry young guys, and they'd be like, I hated that. That was stupid.
This is locked up good.
As someone who loves rhythm games, press X to look good at games my whole life. I press X to beat child. Press X to discipline. Cool. Sound effects in this game are so good. Oh, Mexican blind. I hear sparkles. Oh, it's this thing. Huh. That's a cool ability I haven't seen yet. Yeah, you can reflect projectiles. It's very handy. That's the other thing. Some of the early game fights, before you get things like that ability, or there's just 3 or 4 dudes shooting fireballs at you, fucking you up while you're trying to kill some people, they're brutal, man. They were no joke. Like, required some real fucking thinking. Those are some real gamer hours. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I was curious if there was ever going to be one that required you to use the Arc of the Return to cut some. I don't know if that was the intended solution, but it was a solution. Oh, scale fragments? I think I can use that to make the super sweet armor. Hey, skate fast, eat ass. Welcome. It does cut on its way back. Yeah, it does. It's just... You know, it seems to me that you never really get the ability to... Oh, shit. That looks good. I like the damage on it. Yeah, I haven't really been using this. I guess use it a few times. It seems like this is better. Cool. There was one before the boss you gave up on? What, like a sack cutting puzzle? Really? I didn't give up on that one. I wanted to. I guess I did, actually. At some point in my heart of hearts, I know that I did give up on it. But it took Twitch chat to tell me. To remind me that, no, I do have an autistic need to unlock everything in a game. Or really, it's just more of an ego-filled contempt of giving up on anything. Guys, I think it's time. I think it might be time to stop throwing around the word autistic. I think it's... Wait, can you... You have to do this from shore? Oh! Okay. Alright. Let's see that. You don't mean it. I don't. You're right. I actually never could. I could never mean that. Chris Chan is not an incel. So I haven't really studied up on the man. It seems if stories of Mr. Chandler cross my path, I will read them, but I don't really seek them out. What? What did that do? Eh? Okay. Nothing wrong with being artistic. I guess you're right. Do you remember the days of Chris Chan? The days are not over. He's still out there doing his thing, right? Alright. Oh, okay. What's this all about? What's all this then? What's all this? Oh. A little Aegir's gold. Marvelous. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Some kind of marble-mouthed Brit. Shit doesn't happen anymore. He's still christening his Chan? Yeah. It's like Liam in the Cube. Christen the Chan. Glad I'm here for the days of shipping the Founding Fathers. It is a beautiful time. It is a golden time. In a lot of ways. Tale of Two Cities. Best of time, worst of times. Finally finished Bloodborne and the DLC today. Finally feel like a real gamer dude. Welcome. Meshuggah-Nemetrix. There we go. Is the DLC good? I feel like it would be really disappointing to play Soulsborne content that's sort of like half done. Skeet Fast, sorry. Really enjoyed the 420 Labo stream, and I really dig the PSA you gave at the beginning. I appreciated about what you said about don't do it to make boring things interesting. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I think that's, in my estimation, and I'm no scholar on the matter, but in my estimation, that's what people find so habitually appealing about it. And honestly, admittedly haven't done a shitload of digging, but enough to satisfy my own curiosity and enough to come to what I consider to be a reasonable conclusion. It seems as though I'm exploring a little bit. It seems as though there's really not a whole lot of severe long-term health problems involved with it, as opposed to alcohol, which has numerous, and they're bad. But even in a vacuum, even if it's not begging the obvious comparison to alcohol, I think the only thing, the biggest threat, if there is one to it, is that somebody accidentally gives a large part of their life to it, and maybe they end up regretting that. Like they had a chance to be in the world, but instead they were in their own head, just sort of killing time. So, for me at least, I wanted to speak to what I consider the biggest threat to be. That's what I was waiting for. Shit. Ah. Fuck you. Oh. Shit. Sometimes the geometry in this game can be a little aggressive in its bounding boxes. Why weren't you on open house? I was busy at the time. I don't remember with what. Because that was like 2 weeks ago, and we've actually been doing a shitload of work lately. Just in terms of like density, we've had very busy days. It's been fun though. It's been super fun. You can give a large part of your life to lots of stuff, though. You could say that about video games. No, you could, Rennie. No, everyone chooses to give their time over to something. To me, the only potential tragedy is if at the end of it somebody regrets the decision, and that's the thing I think is the most severe outcome, is that somebody spends a chunk of their life, like 10 years or something, watching like Buffy the Vampire Slayer reruns while high as shit. And they end up later on maybe thinking, I could have done a lot more with that time. But no, I mean that's still rooted in somebody's personal choice, and I think it's also speaking to the inoffensive, physiologically speaking, the inoffensive nature of it. That's, as far as I can tell, pretty much the worst thing. Aside from it just generally not being good for your lungs, but that just depends on what you're doing. Is there a video of the 420 stream? Yes, Mercy. If everything goes according to plan, hopefully it'll be up tomorrow on roosterteeth.com. The only potential blockers, it's a pretty big video, and sometimes Rooster Teeth's back end can be a little cantankerous in that regard. Apart from that, should be fine. People have it up already, by the way. If you want to watch it now, go to the subreddit. There are plenty of threads that have links to it. Got a chance to actually play with the Labo. Not actually, no. I brought the... Hell yeah, Unsolved Mysteries Detonate. Fuck yeah. I brought the robot kit home, and I've been putting it together a little bit at a time. I've actually really been enjoying the process. It's been a whole lot of fun to put it together a little bit at a time. I was used to like models, but I never really had like the tools for it. Never had like X-Acto knives or files and all that shit. Mostly it was just a lot of snap out stuff. I did a lot of gluing stuff, but like I said, I didn't have the tools and I didn't have paint. So I would put together these really intricate models and stuff and then just sort of have a toy I couldn't use. I never really wanted to keep it around. It was the assembly I liked. So this is remarkably similar to that. It's a fairly complicated design, but assembling it's really fun. And this is something that actually like I wouldn't have known about. They have a lot of like flavor text on the screen to tell you what to do, and that shit is charming as fuck. There's like it feels very conversational, like somebody's just telling you what to do, but they're also being extremely whimsical all at the same time, and it is this extended train of thought over the production of this entire cardboard robot. Like talking about how the robot is like coming to life and what kind of personality does it have, and like singing songs as it's folding stuff. It's a very charming companion to have for what amounts to putting a lot of cardboard together. What's the topic of conversation? I'm talking about Labo. Yeah. What internal Elgato card are you using? The stream looks great. This is the 4K 60. Okay, that's one. It's a PS4 Pro and a 4K 60 that is in a separate PC. It's gotta be this one. No? Oh. Wish I played with models and Legos and stuff as a kid because they look fun as fuck. But no, I'm a girl. I got dolls and I got dolls that shit themselves. Yes, more health. Fuck yeah. That sucks. Are you not in a life position where you can do that now? I understand like having no money if you're in college or something like that. Labo kind of reminds me of Lego, which makes me really want it. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Maybe cool is not the right word. It's actually not cool. It's fun. Would it fit a grown man? I heard it's geared towards kids. That's a really good question. they depict a grown man playing it in videos and stuff, so I have to assume that would work. Never really understood the appeal of Legos and stuff. Maybe I'm just not wired that way. Maybe. I do think it is the sort of thing that's baked into your brain. It's like an ape brain thing. You just enjoy like putting things together that fit together. For me, it's like a stress thing. I really enjoy order and rules. And with Lego, it lets me follow order and rules to construct things. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good way to explain it, I think. There's a serenity to it. There's a calm about it. It's meditative. It is, I think at its most base nature. At its base nature, it's fun to feel productive without having to, like, worry about it. You know? You don't have to make the thing, you just have to build it. Somebody else did the hard work of, you turn it and then hit it? Somebody else did the hard work of designing it. You just have to do what they told you. Cool. That looks important. I could, but I don't really have time for them because of classes and work. Maybe over the summer break, I'll get some Legos. Yeah, sure. If you have the money, it can be kind of expensive. You know, if you think about it in terms of like cost per hour. But it's good fun. Like I said, meditative. It's calming. All right. Give me that. No! Not that. Oh, no. Hopefully they'll let me back up there. Oh, man. Well, hopefully this is a side thing. Actually, that nether sparkle looked way more important than, I guess what's going on in here? Yeah, it's just treasure chest. Okay, good. Doesn't take much time. You're watching a dude play video games. You could be building Lego while you watch. Yeah. I mean, I have to assume that they're doing something else at the same time, right? Maybe. To me, streams are always like accompaniment. Ah. Man, it has been a hot minute since I've wanted to do a puzzle. Fuck. I'm okay with this. I like this. Man, remember fucking puzzles, man? Alright, here we go. What? Is it only those two? There's got to be another one, right? Like one that's stationary? I feel like it's too easy if they just let me... Oh yeah, look at that. Shit. Ah, I missed the middle one. Hey Turbid, thanks for the resub. Tony versus God of War currently going through in-game stuff. Been a while since I've seen this much content in a single-player game. Yeah, it's crazy. It's the game that everybody says they want. Damn. Maybe this isn't the way you're supposed to do it. God, the one goes faster. It's pretty tough to time. It's really interesting. Alright. Damn it! Why did I adjust up at the last second? Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Stuff like this I find fascinating. These moments to watch on stream where you can sort of compare and contrast how long it takes various people to accomplish certain challenges. And what makes them take a long time. Use R1 to throw it's quicker. I mean, so I don't know if there's a difference, but if you use R1, it like goes like that, and if you press R2, it goes like that. I wanted it to be more vertical because it looked like they were separate vertical. So I don't know if it makes a difference or if it's the same hitbox. Are you serious? They have fucking like witch time? That is cool though. Oh, that's cool. I guess you can spec it out so it's like so you're either dodge or guard based. I love I've seen some stuff that you can sort of spec towards stun or axe, and then you can equip all these like things that have passive perks that give you health bonuses when you do melee takedowns and shit. Kratos just ripped him in half. I'm in here for alcohol. Well, Vader, cheers, my man. First boss fight with what's his name? Well, his name is The Stranger. The I Feel Nothing dude was probably the coolest fucking intro for boss fights. It made me love the game. That whole boss fight was A+. Just... It makes me disappointed in myself that I didn't have the imagination to think games could get there, to look like that and play like that. I don't know, there are certain times in games where I remember thinking, man, it's really like this. This is really how it looks. This isn't like some dude didn't spend like 6 years or 6 months pre-rendering all this, coming up with all these cool UI moments and making it look this good. This is actually a game that's working right now. Remember I thought that about Burnout 3. I got it on like a demo disc. And I played it. It also had the Avril Lavigne song on it, which made me love that song. And I remember just thinking, man, this is what games look like now. This is awesome. The UI was what really sold me on it. The way that like the star ratings would pop up and the way the overlays worked. The camera cutting to crashes in slow motion and stuff. Just so cool. Which Avril song? Boyfriends? I think I actually don't know the name of it. Hold on, I gotta run around a bit. I gotta get that item that I left. I might actually finish a set. Maybe that's one of the that's one of the things. Too bad Sony don't fuck with PC. Rock Lobster, I understand. The temptation is to think that if this game were on PC, it would be even better, right? But I think if it were on PC, they'd both be worse. Consider that like time and money is finite, and the fact that it doesn't have a PC port, or that Sony only produces it for their singular hardware that they also made, means that the developers could spend all of their time and all of their money and all their efforts on making tools that they know are going to work, and content that they know is going to like fit with everything else. I did it! Wow, sick. Nice. Is that even a fucking Nordic thing? Who cares? Oh shit, I have a lot of experience I have not spent. I should do that. So, I think this game is able to be like it is because it is only on 1 or 2 hardware platforms, I guess. I didn't think of that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It would be awesome if it were on PC. I agree. And I guess the only way that I could think that could work is release it first on PlayStation 4 and then worry about a PC port. That's often what Rockstar does, and I think that's very smart. Release it on the platforms it's going to sell best on first, devote all your time into making it the best product it can be, and then port to PC later, because then you get all the revenue from the sales coming in, and you can kind of afford to keep staff on deck to make the PC port really good. What's up, Chewbacca for President? I approve of your platform. Sorry, I gotta look at all these upgrades. I think I might kind of be at the point where I don't have to worry so much about what I buy. This stuff sounds really cool. The way you can combo melee attacks. Oops. That's kind of cool. Haymaker. The Spartan Rage moves. Shield Slam? Okay. I like that. R2. Yeah, I was chances by pausing with electric attack. New stance, press R1 to perform a powerful uppercut, press R1 again to perform a follow-up slam attack. Huh. Interesting. It's like new combos that involve gaps. That is more Devil May Cry. This is weird. It is kind of becoming the hybrid between Devil May Cry and Souls, which is pretty fucking awesome. I didn't expect this at all. I'm gonna try this. Try using this. That's kind of cool. These kind of complement each other, so I'll just roll with it. Oh, I keep forgetting I can upgrade runes and stuff. I should do that, but I already spent all my experience, most of my experience. I bet I can upgrade something. I bet I can upgrade something. Those are, so wait, I can't remember. Okay, I need actually quite a bit of experience to upgrade these. I kind of always lose them in the UI. I don't think you can upgrade pommels. Yeah, it's just runes. And I can't really do anything with this. No, I can upgrade that. Damn it. It's pretty expensive though. And then I'm pretty sure you can upgrade these sockets. No? Okay, so you can't okay. You cannot upgrade these. You can upgrade this, right? No. But it says level. Oh, that has to be upgraded at the forge. Yes. Okay. Hey, Worm. Thank you for the Prime sub. Sorry, I'm figuring out the gear system in this game. No, I don't have enough experience to do anything. I'd say it's more like Hellblade than Devil May Cry. Sort of. Hellblade didn't have that intricate of a combo system, though. To me, the whole like attack, and then a pause meaning something, and then the next button, that is, as far as I know, pretty exclusively from Devil May Cry. And also, yes, that nipple definition is A+. This is the real future of video games. Alright. Oh yeah, I can go touch that weird sparkle. Stole my cousin's PS4 so I could play this game. Nice. All the reasons to steal a PS4, you picked a pretty great one. Oh! What? Alright. I guess we're doing this now. Shit. It's two. Shit! Ooh, that's spicy. That level 4 motherfucker is gonna be rough. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Is that so anticlimactic? Yeah, he just kind of slumps over. He's got a lot going on, alright? He's tired. Kratos is tired. Alright, let me hit this with a little save here. Shit. I was hoping to get a... Fuck! I was trying to get the parry timing and got hit 3 times and died. I really hope it... please load me right there. Please, damn it. It is a checkpoint. There's always going to be this little wiener here. Whatever. Okay. This seems like it's pretty out of my league right now, but I'm going to try it one more time anyway. Stun, then kick him off the edge. That would be nice. Damn it. Shit. Oh, cool. Ow. Hoping I can just kill this guy. Then it will at least be a one-on-one. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Shit! Oh my god! Okay. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Notice but didn't say anything. Did the animations look a little stiff to you? Not really, no. No, I think the animations are actually pretty fucking incredible. That's just me though. I think one of them focus the kid while you fight the other one. Yes, it is that simple, isn't it? I think we're gonna be at the entering real Twitch hours. All right. Shit, not work. God, that dude just does unblockable fucking attacks. Shit. Whoa, my god. Alright. Not fucking with you anymore. Ah. Bad, bad, bad. Shit. Fuck! I tried to activate rage mode and it didn't activate. Or I hit the things wrong. I feel like I can do this. This is gonna be rough. Those guys are invulnerable to kicks. Yeah, they're real sons of bitches for sure. Damn it. Ugh. Those are the heavy dudes. Those guys gave me a shitload of trouble too when I first got cut with the axe throw. Yeah, and that works. That's pretty easy to do when you only have one guy. Damn it. Yeah, I was trying to whittle the guy down so I could be sure that just spamming rage punches at him would kill him, but I got caught. Got caught trying to be cute. Damn it. Yeah, you can kind of play bitch mode. Not as fun, but it gets the job done. Man. God bless you, boy. Whoa, shit. Whoa, shit. Yeah. It's Dark Souls time. Is that door gonna open again when these guys are dead? Whatever, man. I'm not even gonna let that bother me. When you die in one hit, you do what you gotta do. More like two, but whatever. So wait, can you use it again? I don't wanna... I think all this does is save the last checkpoint. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. Realm Tear. Sometimes you just gotta cheese it. Yeah. It's weird. There's... Crested Menace. I make these assumptions in my mind that, like, it doesn't count as winning unless you get in there and, like, perfectly parry every attack and do it without getting hit. Like, then you've actually won. As opposed to, no, if the game says you won, you won. There's no reason to, like, make it more complicated or invite further challenge upon yourself. Why... My brain, I guess I should say my brain arbitrarily invents victory conditions. Which is, I think, now that I've said that out loud, I think I just do that in my personal life too. I'll set an arbitrarily high standard for myself, thinking that, like, that's the trick I have to play on myself to get myself to try hard. I don't know. Weird. Where's the term cheese even come from? You know, I've wondered that. I don't know. There has to be, like, some anecdote about that, about where it came from and who coined it. I do that too, but I just want the fight to seem more bad dad. There's that aspect too. I love the idea of playing skillfully and having that be apparent by what's seen. By somebody observing can watch and be like, oh wow, that, like, maybe it's not skill, but I think it is identity, it's personality. I love the idea that you can watch somebody play a game and see the reflection of the person behind it through what they do. And I guess the way that I would like to express my personality is by playing in a precise and skillful way to produce a... Man, so? Alright. Oh wait, hold on. They're gonna talk.
Who?
You know.
Oh, she was not there.
Not like you didn't care if she was.
Mind your tongue, boy! Until our journey is over, one of us must remain focused. Do not mistake my silence for lack of grief. Mourn how you wish. Leave me to my own.
Shit. That's intense, man.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
No. Why would you? Do not know my ways. I know it has not been easy. In the light, I felt only moments pass. If that is of some comfort to you.
That's good to know. Really. So, should we go back to Midgard? Face the Black Breath? Or do you think there's more to see in this realm?
Oh, okay. So, I guess my point that I sort of cited on, I think I would.
You ever know anyone else who heard voices?
Hold on a minute.
I knew desperate men at sea who, when our supplies ran dry, would quench their thirst by drinking seawater. They swore the sirens, evil creatures singing to them from nearby islands, were in fact their wives and daughters calling them home. They endangered the crew, steering us toward the reefs.
How did you fix them?
We threw them overboard.
Oh. Well, good thing I didn't drink any seawater. Right?
Yes, it is.
There's more shit up there. I guess ultimately I would like to play in such a way that honors the game? That maybe shows its potential? I think maybe it's and this is pretentious as shit, so I'll acknowledge that right away. But I guess it's kind of similar to how like somebody might want to honor the game of baseball by playing a really good game of baseball. How the hell do you hit this thing? I thought there was a place I could like land up here. Seawater would just make you more thirsty? I guess, man. I've never been dying of thirst, so that's something that I'm very thankful for. I feel like you already do that? Ah, come on. That's an intense compliment. I really want that thing. There might be gold. But where can you dock around here? Let's just land there. Doesn't look like you can get on it though. Playing the game it was meant to be played as in the dev's vision? Maybe. I think it's more... Yeah, I think it's an element of that. I think it's like the developers will make a game that allows players to have a certain experience that scales. And I guess I would like to provide the far scale of it. I want to provide the... I want to tax it?
How observant.
Alright.
I am known for my attention.
Where's that goo thing? Where's that pimple? That Narsac. Actually don't... I kind of lost bearing on it. Just sort of swimming around mildly. Honoring 9/11 with fireworks. I don't even know that was meant to go to me, but I'll accept it. Yes. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna remind myself where this newt sack is. Is that it? It's like here. Okay, so it's... So it looks like you can kind of see it through the leaves up there where that lantern is. I think that's what they... You probably have to make a shot through leaves and stuff that obscure vision. Saltwater keeps your blood from clotting, so if you get attacked by a shark, you're dicked. Huh. I guess that's why you just keep bleeding. That's interesting. That really sucks, too. Oh, frog. Alright. So you just can't see it, huh? Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. There it is. There we go. Sweet. Diarrhea Perlman. Your name is divine. You should be proud of yourself and everything you've done for this world. What's everyone think about buying an Xbox One X or PS4 Pro without having a 4K TV? On the rock. I think that depends on what you want to play. How you play. What games you like, obviously. The newest, biggest stuff seems to be on PlayStation right now. But Microsoft's doing an interesting job of building a platform. And that 2 or 3 years down the line
Look like you're gearing up for quite the journey.
could mean something really special.
There's an abandoned temple in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal storeroom. Packed it with all sorts of treasures he collected during his travels throughout the realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the whetstone.
Does this story have a point?
Yes, it does. I just happen to have an entry stone to Fafnir's storeroom. You might find something useful in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well, it sure would be nice of you to bring it to me.
Quest acquired.
I'd advise caution if you're heading to the storeroom. Last I was there, all manner of nastiness had taken up residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all of his stuff?
Oh, no. No, not at all. He's dead, I think.
Oh, sorry.
No need to be sorry. These things happen when one travels from realm to realm, collecting priceless artifacts that don't belong to you.
Oh, you. Would you say that buying a Switch is worth it now that there are more games out for it? I really want one, but I don't want to open the console. It just sits on my shelf. I don't think there's a whole lot of danger of the Switch's appeal or volume of games going away. It just depends on the kind of games you want to play. If you want... It seems to... Right, to me, it seemed... And this is exactly what I wanted it for. It seems to be excelling at, like, the mid-tier PC area. A bunch of, like, retro throwback... platformers and stuff. So indie games, things that make you think. That's what you're into. But you're not, you're not going to get God of War on it. You're not going to get the biggest, brightest stuff. But I think it's great. I love it. I would say it's my main gaming. It's like of the kinds of gaming I do, it's the main kind that does that. Or can I watch the 420 stream, or is it not up yet? It's not up yet. It will be up soon, but it is up yet. If well, that's interesting. Loot items. That's what that means. If you go into the subreddit, you can find links to people that have backed it up on YouTube. So, if you don't want to wait, that's an option. God, this is always, there's so much stuff to upgrade that it's scary to like invest in anything. Can I upgrade the axe? No, frozen flame. Can almost make an ancient belt.
And what do you have your eye on?
Ooh. Oh wait. Neither. Oh, I can craft either of these. What does he have equipped now? Compare. That Healthstone assist is really important.
What shall it be?
So many. I'm gonna have to dig through all of those and see if any of them are good. Man, so much gear to rifle through. So many menus. Well, that's right. I never even got a.
And for the youngster. And we're back to you.
I don't even remember what I was about to say. Never even got a. Oh yeah, I never bought Resurrection Stone. I just never used it. Sure. Got it.
Don't let the Draugr get you.
Investing in armor early is kind of pointless. Later on, you'll find some very good gear, then upgrade that. Whatever. I mean, if it makes the path to that armor faster and smoother, then that's the point too. Do you have Stardew Valley? I do, but I haven't started it yet because it probably will consume me, and I want to make sure I'm ready for it. Just got so mad because I crafted a whole set, then immediately found a much better set when looting. Oh, okay, I understand. That's frustrating, but that's also that a game that actually has consequences means not all those consequences will be good. Like that never happens in Destiny, but you also can't really do all, like it doesn't, you don't really have control of Destiny. So those moments suck, but it takes some sucky moments to appreciate the good ones. You can stream Stardew Valley at any point? Probably. I think that's likely. But I think I'm done streaming for now. Yes, it's yet again time to say goodbye. That's not really a song. Whatever. I'm kind of tired. I feel like getting a snack. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you next time. Nothing on Thursday. I got a thing going on. Then, probably not on Sunday either, because I'm going to the Ska Festival. So that's exciting. But, you know, I might pick another night. But thanks for watching again, everybody. I'll see you next time, whenever that ends up being.
We are Jade Falcon, great among the clans. We are warriors who fight with the strength of the falcon's claw and ascend to the heavens on the wings of the same. We remember with the clarity of falcon sight the words of Kerensky. Through the smoke of time he speaks to us, his chosen, and urges us onward with the promise of evil. We will retake what is ours by right, that shining jewel terror. Not the vastness of space, nor the wolf's obstinate howl will stay us from our righteous goal. We are crusaders and will trample all who stand in our way.
Al, help us understand the differentiation between these game systems and the same games played on PCs. What are the relative advantages of playing a game on a game system?
Well, the important thing is that the game systems really are optimized. We've built the graphic chips to really work well with games in terms of moving objects quickly around on the screen, really increasing the resolution of what you can do, the mixing of colors, really putting them all together on a more optimized basis.
So you're throwing all the processing power into doing one particular task. All right, speaking of which, you've got a couple games up there on your Genesis machine, and I guess what our viewers are interested in is how this is really better than what they've seen before. So if you can sort of focus on that as you run through a couple of games.
Well, the first game I have here is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which was actually designed by Michael himself. The important thing was really trying to make as animation-like quality, cartoon-like quality in a video game, not small moving characters. Show you what we've been able to do, and really, first of all, it's a new genre of video game, dance video games, or music video come to life. We put the quarter in and we start off here in the video game.
Does 16-bit give you more detail, faster motion, better music, all of the above?
Yeah. And first of all, you have real digitized voices. Michael's here is trying to save these kids who've been kidnapped. Listen to one of the girls. There she says, Michael. It's an actual digitized voice in the game. Michael's moves. First of all, the characters are much, much bigger, much more highly detailed in terms of the types of things that you can go and do. Look at the backgrounds, very, very detailed.
And of course, you really do recognize the personality of it. You didn't tell me who that was. I could recognize that's Michael Jackson.
It's not hard to tell that that's Michael, but all the fun things that you can go and do. One of the things that we've done in one of our commercials is really take Michael's videos and put Michael videos together with the game to show how realistic they are. Look at this guy here taunting Michael with the pool cue. You know he's bad and he's after him. You can't do that on an 8-bit system.
In terms of pricing, what's the console cost and what do the cartridges cost each?
The cartridges are $49.95 on average. The Genesis system here costs $189.95 for the game.
To me, if you feel ecstasy, this high is for you and me. Gravity, energy, make me feel good, make me feel good, make me feel good, make me feel good.
The club drug ecstasy, also known as X, Roll, Clarity, Essence, methylene dioxymethamphetamine. What? Methylene dioxymethamphetamine, MDMA. It's widely used in the underground party scene, and in the Navy, it's definitely becoming an epidemic. The drug is usually swallowed as a tablet or a capsule. Let's take a trip. Once someone swallows a pill, the ecstasy begins its trek through their system. Once it takes effect, it increases the release of serotonin. That's a chemical in your brain that affects your mood, sleep, and even your appetite. That explains the warm and fuzzy feeling that people think they receive after taking ecstasy. Additional effects include increased heart rate, blood pressure, seizures, dizziness, and sometimes even death. Myth: ecstasy isn't harmful. Right. A lot of the ecstasy out there on the market is black market ecstasy. That means it's cut with lots of other things, including heroin, PCP, and sometimes speed. Myth: ecstasy isn't addictive. Wrong. Although ecstasy isn't physically addicting, tolerance for it can be developed rather quickly, so users may feel the need to take more and more ecstasy so they can get the same feeling. So let's just say you don't die from taking ecstasy, and your brain still maintains enough functioning so that you actually can go to work. Is it worth your career? Ecstasy usage in the United States Navy has gone up over 500% in the past 2 years, and the Navy is cracking down. Article 112 of the UCMJ states that any illegal use of any illegal substance is unauthorized and is punishable by the United States Navy. Newsflash, 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 ecstasy is very illegal. The federal government even classified it as a Schedule I drug. That's in the same category as marijuana and heroin. Myth: Navy drug tests don't test for ecstasy. Wrong. This may have been true in a galaxy far, far away, but in today's Navy, ecstasy is one of the main drugs that they test for during your urinalysis. Last year alone, more than 400 Navy and Marine Corps service members popped positive during urinalysis for ecstasy. Due to the recent use of ecstasy, the Navy's designed a website to help maintain drug awareness. The website helps inform you. They even have a cool training exercise about what ecstasy does to your body. Remember, the policy is zero tolerance. Don't let ecstasy be the cause of your agony.
Ecstasy. Don't let the name fool you.
The music in the field scenes, which is where the character walks around, has a unique flavor that no other RPGs had in the past. We intentionally eliminated the up-tempo, inspiring, rousing type of feel, meant to encourage you to embark on a journey that usual RPGs have. Instead, some parts of the music will rise melodiously. Some parts will make you feel insecure, therefore creating various expressions within the same field of music. I assume players will get a different feel from it compared to previous RPGs. To tell the truth, I hope so, since this is my own experiment. I have been working with him since Final Fantasy V. When he joined Square, he told me he initially wanted to become a film director, but that he thought this would be impossible in Japan. The previous versions of Final Fantasy could be called puppet shows compared to this one. It's a real film requiring innovative effects and various camera angles. His experience studying cinematography and making his own films has contributed a lot to the making